What is up, guys? It's your boy CJ2X, or Connor, or whatever you want to call me. And I got a crazy ass story today, so yeah, let's get into it. This story began about 3 months ago and was like on a Saturday. And my cousin Will, well, we're just gonna call him Will for this story. But yeah, my cousin Will, he invited me over to hang out, and I was gonna like stay the night at his house. So I get to my cousin Will's house, and we're just basically playing video games, fucking basketball, ding dong ditching, doing shit like that. And it gets later into the night. So we were playing video games for like a few hours and shit. It was like probably around 9 o'clock or something. And my cousin Will said he was going to go make a Hot Pocket because he was hungry or something like that. So I was like, alright. And I just continued playing video games for like 5 more minutes or something. And then I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to his bathroom and I knock on the door because it was closed and there was no response. And I knocked on the door because, like, you're supposed to knock on the door if it's closed to make sure no one's in there and shit like that. So I open the door, and to my surprise, my cousin Will is on the toilet just jacking it. Like, he's going fucking hard. And I'm like, what the hell? And I just slammed the door closed. And then I just basically go downstairs, go take a fat ass piss, and then I go back upstairs to go ask him what the hell he was doing. And then Will was like, "Oh, I'm just jacking off." I'm like, "Why the fuck are you doing that while I'm over at your house? Why are you just doing that? Doesn't make sense." And he was like, "Well, I was really horny. I'm sorry." And I was like, "Can't you fucking do that on your own time?" And he was like, "Well, I just had to get a real quick nut out. I was just too horny." I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" So it was like 11 o'clock or something, and it was so awkward between us. So I just wanted to go to bed. And I ended up just going to bed. I was like watching YouTube and shit, and I was getting very tired, so I just went to bed. And this story picks up again at maybe like, I think it was around 3 o'clock at night. And I end up waking up because I have to take a fat ass mean shit. So I wake up and I get up, and I notice Will isn't in the room because I was sleeping on the floor, and like his bed was right next to where I was sleeping. So I noticed he wasn't in the room. And I go up to go take a shit. And I hear, like, I was in the hallway. And I hear from the other room, like, a slight moaning sound. So I was like, what the hell is that? And I go up to the door. And then the moaning gets louder and louder. And it sounds like a guy moaning. Like, not a girl moaning. It sounds like a dude moaning. So I slowly walk up to the door because I was just so confused on what the noise was. And I very slightly open up the door to peek in. And it wasn't like his parents' room because his parents' room was at the other end of the hall. So I knew it wasn't like his parents like going hard on each other or something. So I slightly open the door and I see my cousin Will fucking his brother DeMarcus in the ass, like very hard. He was going crazy. Like I was just, I wanted to throw up. It was disgusting. So I said very lightly under my breath, I was like, "What the fuck?" Because I was just so shocked and like so blown away by like the sight I was seeing. It was just absolutely horrendous. And I guess DeMarcus heard me somehow because he turns around and just looks at me in the face, and he just looked absolutely terrified. And right after that, the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen in my life happens. DeMarcus shits all over Will's fucking dick. And it was so disgusting. There was like shit all over the bed. Shit just everywhere. Shit was leaking on the floor. And the most disgusting thing ever happened. Will pulls out his finger and scoops a little bit on his finger and fucking eats it like it's some fucking chip dip or something. I didn't even know what to fucking say. I thought my cousin was like a monster at this point. The fucking shit eating monster. So I dash out of the room back into fucking Will's bedroom. And I open the window and I just jump out because I was like, I'm not having this shit tonight. And luckily, I didn't live too far away from Will. I think it was like maybe like a 5 minute drive, so it was like a 30-minute walk home. Maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't really remember. But I walk home and I sneak in through my basement door because like my bedroom is in my basement, and I didn't want to wake up my parents because I knew they would be mad at me. But yeah, I open up the door and I just go to bed, passed out immediately because I just was so confused and so shocked and so disgusted by like what happened like that night. And I wake up in the morning and I eat breakfast, right? And then my parents come downstairs and they're like, "How did you get home?" Because they were supposed to pick me up, but I was already home. And I was like, "Well, I just jumped out his window and ran because I saw him eating fucking shit." So we all started laughing at that because we all thought it was hilarious. I still thought it was a little gross, but yeah, we basically just had a good laugh about it, and my dad spanked me. But the story basically ends there. So if you guys like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.